City life began in Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia's writing system and literature spread to the eastern Mediterranean, northern Syria, and Turkey after 2000 BCE. So that the kingdoms of that entire region were writing to one another and to the Pharaoh of Egypt in the language and script of Mesopotamia. Here we shall explore the connection between city life and writing, and then look at some outcomes of the sustained tradition of writing. Dear students, we are going to start chapter number 2 of class 11 history, writing and city life. Have a look into the chapter. Welcome to the chapter 2, writing and city life. This is about the ancient Mesopotamia. Have you heard about Mesopotamia? Have you heard about the civilization? What is the meaning of civilization? Civilization means Sabhyata. You must have heard about the Sindhu Ghati Sabhyata because India is also a part of this civilization. Sindhu Ghati Sabhyata means Indus Valley civilization. That you have heard. Next year we are going to learn this civilization, Indus Valley civilization. So this year we are focusing into the Mesopotamian civilization. Number of civilizations are discovered in the world. Egyptian civilization near the river valleys, Nile River, and Mesopotamian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Vedic civilization, like that, most number of civilizations. All these civilizations, this is flourished or started near the river valleys. As I told you that Egyptian civilization that started near the river Nile. Indus Valley civilization started near the river Indus or Sindhu. And the Vedic, our own civilization, India civilization, started near the river Saraswati. And we are going to study about this civilization, Mesopotamian civilization. All these civilizations, why they started near the river valleys? Because people started to settle in these places because they wanted to domesticate the animals and they cultivate the fields, plants, etc. And they wanted to grow the plants, etc. So for that they need water, and that time pipe as well as tank was not there. So they need the water, river water only. Water is essential for the survival of the humankind. That is why they use this, or they choose this river valleys. All the civilizations are near the river valleys only. And see, this Mesopotamia, this is in Western Asia only. Present, it comprises the present day countries, which are the countries Iraq, Syria, Turkey, Iran, Kuwait, etc. And this Mesopotamia, the word Mesopotamia derived from two Greek words. One is the Mesos. Mesos means middle. And second is Potamus. What is the meaning of Potamus? Potamus means river. See, Mesos, middle, Potamus, river, which means a land between two rivers. A land between two rivers. So meaning of Mesopotamia means a land between two rivers. So this land is so fertile also, right? That river see which are the two rivers, Euphrates and Tigris. Egyptian civilization, Nile. Indus Valley civilization, river Indus or Sindhu. Vedic civilization, river Saraswati. Mesopotamian civilization, rivers Tigris and Euphrates. These are the two rivers, right? And this Mesopotamia was known for its writing, city life, trade, literature, mathematics, and astronomy. These were very famous. This place was so famous for all these. So many trade conducted, writing also started. Four city in Mesopotamia. They started city also. They developed city also in Mesopotamia only. And mathematics, astronomy also, astronomical knowledge also they derived from this area. right? And in the beginning, the land was called Sumer. Sumer and Akkadian, along Sumerians, we can say. And Sumerian, then Akkadians came, and Akkadian language also used. Totally these people, see, Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, Assyrians. And this Babylonia is a place where was the southern region. And but this Assyria was a region of the north. And when Assyrians established their kingdom there, and many people came. And last Alexander also invaded 336. Alexander. Before that, all these three people, Sumerians, first called as Sumerians. And land also called as Sumer or Sumerians. Then Babylonians, then Akkadians, Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. Right? These are the sections, those who ruled over this place also. And the language which were used in this area, that were Sumerian language, Akkadian language, and Aramic language. Have you heard about this Aramic language? Aramic is the language in which it is believed that Jesus Christ used to speak to the ordinary people. Right? Aramic. It is similar to Hebrew. Hebrew, the language still prevalent in Iraq. आज भी इराक में लोग Hebrew language में बात करते हैं. And this is similar to Aramic is also similar to Hebrew. जीसस क्राइस्ट इसी लैंग्वेज में लोकल नॉर्मल ऑर्डिनरी पीपल से बात करते थे, ये कहता है, राइट. एंड Mesopotamian archaeology that was started in 1840 and excavated two sites like Uruk and Mari excavated for decades. Not a single Indian site ever seen such a long-term projects. So many years took to find out the things, and they got the sources. What are the sources? Sources also they want to understand about this civilization. They got a lot of sources, hundreds of buildings, hundreds of statues, ornaments, and graves, tools, seals, thousands of these written documents that also they received. Right? And this Mesopotamia, that is very important for the Europeans. I told you this is in the Western Asia, right? And Europeans was show interest in this Mesopotamia. Why? Because this place that was referred in their Old Testament means the first part of the Bible. बाइबल का जो ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट है, न्यू टेस्टामेंट भी होता है. ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट में इसके बारे में मेसोपोटामिया के बारे में इंडिकेट किया, रेफर किया है. And see, a book of Genesis of the Old Testament refers Shimmer. Shimmer means Sumer, the land of brick cities. So the land of brick cities, Sumer के बारे में उसमें mention किया. That is why the people of Europe, they are totally fascinating and attracted towards this Mesopotamia. And the travelers and the scholars from Europe, they considered this place as their ancient land because of this, right? Their ancient land समझते हैं. So when archaeological work began in this area, there was an attempt to prove the literal truth of the Old Testament. That means Europeans, they have an interest. They show interest because they wanted to show that the truth of the Old Testament. That means they wanted to show that there is a biblical connection with the Mesopotamia. As I told you that they believe, the scholars and the travelers believe this area is their ancient land. So as that archaeological work started, they started to, means you can just say that an attempt also started from the European side because they wanted to show the truths. There is some biblical connection with the Mesopotamia, right? In 1873, a British newspaper funded an expedition of the British Museum to search for a tablet narrating the story of the flood. mentioned in the Bible. Bible में एक story mention किया है flood के बारे में. And there was a strikingly similar story in Mesopotamian tradition. उसके बारे में तो इसको और बिलीव होगा, मीन्स आपका क्या बोलेंगे यूरोपियंस को, because some relation between the Europe and means the Christianity as well as Mesopotamia. अब स्टोरी क्या है फ्लड का, आपको पता है, आपको भी पता है स्टोरी के बारे में. जो बाइबल में स्टोरी डिपिक्ट किया है कि ईश्वर ने सारे जो दुनिया को ख़त्म करने मीन्स लाइफ ख़त्म करने वाला फ्लड आ गया. बिकॉज जब अन्याय बढ़ जाता है ना, तब इसी तरह कुछ ना कुछ नेचुरल कलामिटीज़ आ जाता है. तो उस कलामिटीज़ में सब कुछ ख़त्म होने वाला था. सब ईश्वर ही सेलेक्टेड वन पर्सन दैट इज़ नोआ को बोल दिया कि यू हैव टू सेलेक्ट और कलेक्ट अ पेयर ऑफ ईच, मतलब वन पेयर ऑफ द लिविंग बीइंग्स, बर्ड्स हो गया, एनिमल्स हो गया, है ना, इंसान, हर जीव जंतु को धरती में उसको वन पेयर को कलेक्ट करना है. उसके बाद बड़ा सा एक नाव बनाया था, मीन्स एक बोट बनाया, उसका अंदर सबको रख दिया, इवन सबको, स्नेक हो गया, बर्ड्स हो गया, कैमल हो गया, एलिफेंट हो गया, जितना भी जो आपका जीव जंतु सबको कलेक्ट कर दिया. बिकॉज गॉड वांटेड टू सेव वन, मतलब एक्सटेंड द स्पीशीज. सो वन स्पीशीज को, वन पेयर को संभाल के रखा है. एंड फ्लड में सब कुछ खत्म हो गया. एंड दिस नोआ का जो बोट बच गया, उसके बाद नया लाइफ शुरू हो गया, नया स्पीशीज आ गया. स्पीशीज तो हुई है, उसमें से आगे वंश बढ़ गया. ये स्टोरी है. द सिमिलर स्टोरी इसमें भी है, स्ट्राइकिंगली सिमिलर स्टोरी इन द Mesopotamian tradition also. But by the 1960s, it was understood that the stories of the Old Testaments were not literally true, but may have been always be expressing memories about important changes in history, right? Or let us move into the next topic, that is the Mesopotamia and its geography. Thank you. Dears, I forgot to say one thing to you about it. This Ziusudra. Ziusudra means मैंने यहाँ पर क्यों लिखा है? Because I talk about the story of biblical story of flood, isn't it? The biblical story of flood. उसमें character कौन था? Noah. God opted this or selected Noah for the savior or the of the species. So, but in the similar tradition was in the Mesopotamia also, but the principal character was totally different. So, story same, but character was different. Character का नाम था आपका Ziusudra, right? I forgot to talk about this. Anyway, now this is a question time. After every topic, I will ask some question to you. You please note down these questions and write the answers. So try to find out the answers from the textbook only. Make a copy also. Register one register also. If you are having the old register, that is very best. You can utilize that. Else, you have to purchase one and do this. And questions after every video, I will give the questions. Right? You have to learn also. So first question: what was the first non-language of the land? Of the land means Mesopotamia. पहला language कौन सी है करके, right? Second language is where is Mesopotamia? You can collect the answers, ठीक है? Where is Mesopotamia? The third question is name the language which is similar to Hebrew. Hebrew का similar language कौन सी है? मैंने लिखा था आपको, yes, Aramaic. ये आपको पता है. Next, when and where did archaeological work begin in Mesopotamia? कब शुरू हुआ था, है ना? 1840. Where? ये आपको पता है कहाँ पर है? Uruk and Mari. And next is why Mesopotamia was important for the Europeans. वो तो मैंने different way में बता दिया. Why the Europeans are totally fascinated or attracted towards this Mesopotamia. What was the reason behind that? आपको पता है New Testament के बारे में Old Testament के बारे में बताएंगे. And what does the Bible depict about floods? वो आपका बुक में साइड में जो आपका दिया हुआ है वो आप पढ़ना, ठीक है? बिब्लिकल स्टोरी है नोह के बारे में, उसने जो बोट बनाया उसमें स्पीशीज को रखा है और फ्लड आ गया, पूरा डिस्ट्रक्शन हो गया, ये बच गया, ये सारे स्टोरी आपको बताना, राइट? And the next is that what do you understand by the term Mesopotamia? Simple सी है. Mesopotamia means it made up of two Greek words, that is Mesos and Potamus. Mesos means middle, Potamus means a river. That means it's a land between two rivers, that you can say. राइट टू इंपॉर्टेंट साइट्स ऑफ सिविलाइजेशन के 2 साइट्स, राइट, इसको भी बोल सकता है कौन कौन सी साइट्स निकाला है करके. So these many questions you have to write. Simple है, this many questions you have to write and write the answers also. Only 1 mark or 1 mark questions only. हाँ, question pattern answer question paper pattern भी I will discuss with you. Mostly last year onwards change हो गया. 20 mark आपका MCQs, not only MCQ, fill in the blanks, match the following, true or false, everything 20 marks, right? Objective type. Then आपको 3 marks questions, 5 mark, 8 mark questions. And in history, the blessing is that you will get 3 source questions. Source questions means topic from the textbook, and based on that question will ask like a comprehension in English, right? But English comprehension जैसे कि जो different matter नहीं देंगे, they will give the matter for the textbook only. So mostly the sources are there in the textbook also. Each chapter is having a lot of number of sources, blue box, a pink box, like that. These sources you have to read, and question also I will give you also, and based on that sources only will come questions, and the question from that only. For that you have to read the chapters. देखिए clearly chapter read करना, then only you are able to write the answers also, right? So source 3 तो sources मिलेगा near about 17 mark 18 mark का है, लेकिन अब इसका हो गया 15 mark का है. So I will give the marks pattern to you, ये आपको मिलेगा, right? Then 8 mark question, long answer type questions होंगे हिस्ट्री में, 8 mark questions है, वो भी आपको करना है. Okay? आज के लिए इतना है. नेक्स्ट क्लास में I will continue with the next topic.